Hello everyone, Strikoder here and welcome back. Today's episode we're gonna configure the machines, so let's just get started. So first of all, let me sign into here. I'm gonna... Okay, so in here I wrote ibconfig, and as you can see I have everything configured. If you don't, if you don't, I'm gonna make this bigger. Go into Open Network and Settings. So if you don't have the same configurations, or the IPv4 is not correctly configured, you can go into here, then change adapter options, Ethernet, properties, go into here and fill out these values. So the IP address is your IP address. Uh, in my case, I have 15 for domain controller, 1617 for first and second machine, and 10 for the attacker machine. The default gateway, it would be the 2. Subnet mask, 255, 255, 255, except for the last one, like /24. And the preferred DNS server would stay the same. Close this. And now we can go into here. Oops. So let me go into here. Let me get my CMD. Let me run that as... Oops. I need to run that as administrator. Let me write my ibconfig. Make this, if I may, config. So here we see the IP address is the same IP address of domain controller, which shouldn't be the case. So let's go into here, network settings, change adapter options, Ethernet, properties, and in here I'm gonna provide the preferred DNS is our domain controller, so 10, 0, 2, 15. Okay, okay, close. Let me check again. Clear. Okay, it doesn't clear. Anyway, our IP address still the same. We couldn't configure anything. So let me go into here, properties, IPv4, and hardcode configure that 0, 10, 10, 0 to 16. Subnet mask 255, 255, 0, and the default gateway would be 10, 0, 2, 2. Okay, close. Let me get my CMD again. I don't think we need administrator privileges. ivconfig. Okay, let me ping. Try and ping my domain controller. So it's not working yet. Requested timeout. Let me check my domain controller. Make this smaller. ibconfig. Ping 10, 0 to 16. Still not reachable. Okay, let me try and configure the last machine, and I will check once we'll try to join them into the domain. So I'm gonna open network over here. Properties. Oops, not properties. Let me get back. So I'm not that experienced with Windows because I've been using Linux as my main machine, my main system for, I believe, the last 5 years. 10, 0, 2, 17, 255. No, I need you to go further. 255, 255, and over here 10, 0, 2, 2. It would be the preferred DNS 10, 0, 2, 15. Press OK. OK. Close. Let's try again. Probably would not be reachable. Being 10, 0, 2, 15 is not reachable. Maybe 16 is not reachable as well. Okay, now we're gonna fix these issues. So why would usually have these kind of issues? So the main issue would be probably from Oracle, because as we install these machines, the network adapter is NAT, is on a different subnet than our NAT network. So we can change that for both machines. Be sure that your domain controller on the same network as well, and the attacking machine. So the attacking machine, you can configure that to have NAT for internet access and network for internet access. Now, maybe, do I need to make a reboot? I don't really know. Bing 10, 0 to 15. So now it's reachable. Okay, that's great. Okay, what do we need to do next? Of course, is joining the domain. So here we're gonna write not work, user, maybe, not user as well. Access, I believe. Work, yeah, access work or school. So it's called access work or school. Let me make this bigger and press on connect. Let me go to my second machine as well. Try to ping 16. 16 probably is not reachable, but 15 would be. Why is that? Or try to explain that in the comment section. I will not explain that to you right now. So over here, work, access, work, or school. Yep, we want to open that, connect. So here, join device to a local Active Directory, domain name, Pentest, our domain name, Pentest.local. Same thing here. Press next. And here, type administrator. And the password you had for your administrator account. In case you forgot and you are following step by step, so here is the password that we chose from our second or third episode, I believe. Here, keep everything as standard and restart now. Meet me after the restart. Okay, it finished. Run up both CMD over here and try to ping now the next machine. 10, 0, 2, 17. Is still not reachable. You should know why by now. If you don't, or try to share that again in the comment section. But anyway, if we try to ping the domain controller, it's reachable. And for your info, let's run our server manager at our domain controller. hit into managers, not managers, tools, and users and computers. Go into computers. You should now see our computers, lab finance and lab media. Let me make this smaller again. And in here, try to sign out. Let me see if I can sign in as a local administrator. So I would say administrator. It doesn't work. Still doesn't work. Okay. Let me sign in again. Then we're gonna add our local administrators. You remember the local administrator user that we made? We're gonna add him now to our machines. So in here, to join, to make him join as a local administrator to each machine, we're gonna search for local users and groups. And in here, we should see by now, make this bigger, make this bigger. There is users and the groups. Press on groups or press on users. So here we can see the administrator. Can I make this bigger? So I'm gonna make this 150. So probably now you see. So here, make set password, proceed, ABC 123. Okay. And now we can enable that. The same thing on the second machine. Let me make stuff bigger and search for local users and groups. Users, administrator, enable that, set a password, proceed. Okay. So let me get the local administrator password that we set up in GitHub. So go to GitHub. Oops, I closed that. So GitHub, Strikoder. I'll probably pin that here for now. So let me check fast. AD Hacking Lab. So by now it's gonna be in here. Go to here and it should be in the PS1 PowerShell, local, search for local, and go into the last script. So here is the password admin local. Let me copy that, paste that into my notes. And in here, we're gonna go into groups, administrators. I hope everything is clear in the record. In here, we're gonna say add local, check names. So here the, okay, wait a second. Let me check the name again. Okay, I thought I had the name incorrectly, but yeah, it starts with local. So let me type in the credentials and yep, here is it. Here the same. I didn't expect to get a prompt over here to check only. So here are the administrator, look at admin as administrator, and we have the Pentest domain admins that have access as administrator to these machines. Further, let me add VBox user. I don't think if we can add that. Okay, name not found. Yep. So that's everything for here. Let me check what users now we have in our Active Directory. So, okay, we have two computers and one domain controller, and here are the users. So we have local admin as administrator on both machines, and yep, that's great. Next step would be, oops, would be the share configuration. So in here, I'm gonna close these on these, go into here, go into here, into network. Okay, it's turned off, turn that on. Network, it's turned off, turn that on both machines. That's great. Let me sign out from the first machine and oops, I restarted. Then let me over here sign out and sign in as the local administrator. So it would be local administrator, I believe, local admin. Let me check again our code. So in here, we can check that the users over here if you want as well. So local admin and ABC 123 123, and we are signing in into lab media as a local admin, not into the domain. Oops. Okay, we couldn't. Okay, let's sign in into the domain then. Why? Ah, okay, because the real path is admin local. So if you installed and worked everything using the script, okay. Yep. So we signed in into the through the domain. Let me do that here because there is an attack there where we should sign in through our local admin. Let me sign out over here as well. Go into here, local admin, and in here it would be admin local, like this. Meet me after it finishes. So in here, I'm gonna go make this bigger. Oops. Let me make this bigger. And go into this PC, computer, and in here map network drive. Let's say I'm gonna leave that as Z. Browse network. Can we reach? So no, we cannot reach that from here. Okay, let me go into here because I forgot the name. So shares, secrets. Okay, so in here we're gonna say secrets. Let me make this smaller. So in here you would type backslash, oops, backslash lab dash dc backslash secrets, and always make connect using credentials because we'll use that as well. Over here, administrator and the password. Remember my credentials. And now we have access to the secrets lab. We can upload, download anything into this share. That's what it, that was it. Meet me next episode where we gonna misconfigure each machine by itself in order to have deeper attack vectors in the future episodes.